serious and you're looking for a Christ man, one who knows with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
Don't like no soldiers for the spirit of the Lord. We don't like no soldiers. Black Hispanic native, they hate you as the same. Paint Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love. Scriptures say he hate African soft niggas. They know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, all connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folks forgave them, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't banish no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run at Nashville when I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Catholics for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I could never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't be murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves and sheep clothed and Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, breaking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice ages. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Don't know I'm black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí con forma ilegal viajana y es ubicada. See, this is what Commander Jerry has. This is what he did. Look at all these brothers.
First camp, I cut up all my dreads. I took an oath when that boy hit my head. Niggas camping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple camps that had to
Hey, Shalom, what's going on? Precinct Officer 1000, Asha. I'm here to let you know about the Chicago Street Team. We in the building. We finna get it in. We got one of the main men of the Chicago Street Team, none other than...
Hey, Shalom. Precinct Officer 1000, my yard, Isupk Chicago, part of the street team, you know what I'm saying? Under Captain Marquardt, under Officer 5000 Lamakiala, you know what I'm saying?
Most High in Christ. Real quick, sir, if I could. Oh, it's a lot. If I could. So, with it being the holiday season right now,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I want to know how you feel about, like, why do people in this world celebrate Christmas so hard? And, like, knowing that Santa Claus not real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to know how you feel about that.
You know what? It's conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have been conditioned to believe that lie. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to live a lie than to believe a lie than it is to live the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they've been lied to their whole life. They done lied to their kids. Their parents done lied to them. So it's easier to keep that lie going than to admit that you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And for them to stop celebrating Christmas, they'd have to admit that they was wrong their whole life. Their parents was wrong. Their grandparents was wrong, so on and so forth.
That's heavy. That's
yeah.
heavy. Now, with that being said, why don't we celebrate Christmas? Or why don't, like, the UPK, why we ain't celebrating Christmas?
Hey, that's a hell of a question. Well, one, it's unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Number two, man, if you think about our forefathers, everybody want to talk about the ancestors, right? Think about what your forefathers was doing on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You had some of them that was on the plantation that had a good master, you know what I'm saying? And they might get some hand-me-down shoes and hand-me-down clothes and can eat, you know what I'm saying, more meat off the bone. You know what I'm saying? But then the rest of our brothers and sisters was sitting on the plantation worried about getting traded as Christmas presents, getting snatched away from their family. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters were worried about master coming in drunk off a little bit too much eggnog and violating them. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is not a happy holiday for our people. It never has been. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible holiday with a bunch of tragedy behind it. And the UPK knows the true history of Christmas, knows all the horrors and tragedies behind it. We refuse to be like these heathens.
Damn right.
I mean,
Most High Christ. I appreciate you for that, sir. Man, I'm looking forward to this interview.
Hey, we're finna do our thing. Yo, watch out for the Isupk Chicago street team, man.
Stay in tune.
Coming soon.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G, red beam on it. You think I'm recording, kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in the lightning. You niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot for a minute straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me? Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me? Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. You won't see it coming. I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put. My aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long. A block away, I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me? Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me? Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all. Y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all. Y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all. Y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all. Y'all created this monster.
It would've messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about it anymore. I need a Selena like my Nina Puffer Ford. Told Kazak, watch the door. Matter of fact, lock the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. Rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and what you speaking to me for. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
All right. Shalom Yabashim Shepherd Thug to my brothers. This is Shalom Yahweh Shamar Latham by Shimi Al Shah to my sisters. This is Priest and Officer Kala with the Isupk. This is Isupk Milwaukee's law class. We are let me restart that. This is the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohana. It's been established since 1969, teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who they are according to the scriptures. It started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with any other groups or organizations. This is Wednesday night law class in Milwaukee, and I'm Priest and Officer Kala. I want to say salaki to everybody out there that's tuned in and been paying attention. Having some slight technical difficulties, but we hope, Lord willing, we're gonna get through this class with no more. You know what I'm saying? Today, we'll be going into a few things. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with Hosea 4 and 6. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because I had a whole other way of just starting this, but it is what it is. And so right now, our people are out there destroyed. We don't know who we are. We don't have the knowledge to know who we are. And we also don't know how to find out who we are at all. So the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is out here teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're out here doing things that other Israelite groups are not doing. You know what I'm saying? Like we having food drives, clothing drives. You know what I'm saying? We out there in New York, we just did a clothing drive for the immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Out there in New York, it's a glorious thing to see. I wish I could have gone ahead. Wait, I think I started out with that one. But yeah, you can go ahead and tune in. You can find it all over social media. You can find it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Anywhere you can look for ISUPK, you will find it. But right now, our people out there are destroyed. And it's our job to go ahead and wake y'all up and give y'all the knowledge that the Lord has bestowed upon us so we could go ahead and come back to doing the ways and doing the works of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start out with Hosea 4:6. Because what's going on now is we got this pagan holiday that's coming up. There's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's this pagan holiday where y'all believe that this big white dude gonna come down your chimney and eat your milk and cookies and leave presents while you're sleeping. To me, that sounds very weird and suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Big white dude knows when your kids are sleeping, knows when they're awake. He knows if they've been bad or good. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like stalkerish behavior to me. Because that's crazy. He's gonna sneak in your house and leave you presents. That's B&E. That's breaking and entering. But you got your kids believing that this is what's supposed to happen. And then your kids are bad all year round. And then when it comes to this time, they sitting there expecting you to go ahead and buy them gifts, or Santa to go ahead and bring them gifts, and they don't get them. And then they start acting some type of way. They start acting funny. I'm gonna pose a question for you. Would you rather get what you want all throughout the year, or get you everything you want one day out of the year? If any rational kid, like the ones I know, they would pick, I would rather get everything I want throughout the year than waiting until one day to get everything I've been wanting. Everything that's coming out and that I'm getting, everybody has already had, because the ones that sat there and chose getting everything throughout the year has already got the new stuff. We got the brand new shoes, the brand new Jordans, art supplies, toys, and game systems that they've been wanting all year round. But yeah, that's the thing that's going on now. And I'm here to tell you like this. That's not a day that the Lord has given us to celebrate or to uphold. That is a pagan holiday that was given to you by these devils. And when I say devils, I'm going to break it down for you, because the word devil means a liar or deceiver. You know what I'm saying? Who else out there has been lying and deceiving you for so many years? Pretty much all your life. I'm going to tell you, they are the biggest liars and deceivers there is. All your life, they've been teaching you that Christ is a white man. They've been teaching you that all these pagan holidays is what the Lord has ordained for us. They are teaching you that Christmas is Christ's birthday, when the scriptures say that it's not in the dead of winter, it's in the spring, where the flowers are blooming and when everything is coming forth. You know what? Hold on a second. It's like it. But yeah, so out there that Christmas thing, that's not Christ's birthday. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you like this: the the birth of Jesus Christ was not in the winter at all. I'll get the I'll break it down in the next Wednesday night class. I'll break down the whole situation on that. But today we're gonna go ahead and focus on the topic that I have at hand. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to Hosea 4:6, where it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Our people are destroyed right now. We are out there celebrating Christmas. We out there believing that this was Christ's birthday when it's not. Christ was born in the spring and not in the winter. It's too cold to be. Again, I'll break down all of that in my next class. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, the knowledge that has been given to you, you are rejecting it. You're not believing the fact that Christ was not born in the winter. You're not believing the fact that we have certain high holidays to uphold and keep. We have certain law, statutes, and commandments that we have to follow. We have this book, this Bible, the King James version of the Bible. And I'm going to tell you like this: King James was not a devil. He was not a white man. He was a black man. Matter of fact, I can go on here to show you. King James was a brother. And the funny thing is, they sit there and show you that King James is a white man. It's hilarious. King James was not white. Okay? Give me 1 second. All right. You can find it in this book right here, which is called The Negro Question Part 4. Give me 1 second. Slack it. Do apologize about that. Let's take that off. Did not realize I had that on. But yeah, so we have what they give you for Christ. This right here is what they give you for Christ. You know what I'm saying? They give you this Edomite right here. I mean, not Christ. Do apologize. King James, the one that got the Bible translated, was a black man. But what they got him portrayed as is an Edomite, as a white person, so-called devil. When if you look in the Negro Question Part 4, the missing link, it gives you the true image of what the real King of Scots, Britain and Irish people. Let's see. You could go ahead and find this on page, I believe it's page 8. You can find, it's chapter 2, the Scottish Kings of England. Right here, you'll find it. This is King James. This is the true picture of King James. He's a black man. And they got it right here as well. King James, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can. This cookie thing is getting on my nerves, so we're gonna go ahead and go back over here. So yeah, this is what King James is supposed to look like. You'll find it on here, but that they toned up the skin color so it'll look a little lighter than what it is. But again, he's a black man. You can find this in a Negro Question Part 4. The missing link is by Lee Cummings. You'll find a whole bunch of interesting things if you paid attention to some of the history books and stuff that we have. You could always call the school or come into class and ask about what books we sit there and get our information from. You could also look it up yourself if you want. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do a lot more research and instead of just coming to class and paying attention to what we teach. Like it's even on page 16. It says image of King James of the Scots, New College Library, Edinburgh, UK. It shows that he was a black man. He was not this man right here that they have as his image. Okay. I do apologize that that's getting me off track. So we're gonna drop that, and we're gonna get Deuteronomy 7:6. Even though we are destroyed, we are lacking in knowledge, the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is giving you that knowledge. Hence, that's why our name is ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It's giving you the knowledge. It's in the name itself. It's giving you the practical knowledge that you need so you'll be able to live again instead of walking around distraught and destroyed. If you want to turn your life around, if you want to stop being in the dumps and where you at now and start getting, being more alive in a sense, come into the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Come in and come in and participate in class. Don't just watch class. Come in and ask questions. We are willing to answer all questions that is asked in the class. And if your question cannot be answered, it will get answered the next time it is brought up, or you can still get the answer after class. All questions will be answered. Let's see. But I'm going to tell you like this. Even though we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, Deuteronomy 7:6 says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God." And so it's saying, for you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people, are a holy people. So in this sense, the definition of holy is separate. You know what I'm saying? For thou art a separate people unto the Lord thy God. So you are not the same as everybody else. You are separate from everybody else unto the Most High. It's the same with the Bible. If you look at it, it says Holy Bible. And if you look up the definition of Holy Bible, it translates to separate books. You know what I'm saying? It's separate books. That's all the Holy Bible is. It's just different books. Like you got different stories. Samuel, Hosea, John, Leviticus, Zephaniah, Mark, Matthew, Deuteronomy, Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus, Proverbs, Isaiah. You got Hebrews. There's different books. These are all separate books that was combined into one to give you your history. The so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian is giving you your history, your laws, the way to live, for you not to be walking around like a sack of bones, like a sack of dry bones that has no life in it. We are bringing you the breath of life. We're giving you a way to live again. We are raising you back up to be the man or woman that you were supposed to be. Again, I'm going to tell you like this. We so destroyed that we believe if we don't like what we are, the Most High has blessed us to be, we could go and change it. We believe that for us to be better than anybody and everything else, we have to be like our oppressor. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, we believe a lot of things that goes against the Most High. We believe that if we sit there and listen to our pastors and go to the church and pray and ask for forgiveness every Sunday, it'll be forgiven time after time after time after time. I'm going to ask you another question. I'm going to pose another question for you. If you, as a parent, tell your child, don't do that. My bad. Lost finger. Is it feeling in my finger real quick? If you go and talk to your child and you tell them, hey, don't touch this. That's it. You tell them, don't touch this. And the child goes and touches it anyway. And you take it from them and say, don't touch it. I'm telling you again, this is the last time I'm telling you, don't touch it. And the child comes back over and he touches it again. Are you going to keep forgiving them? Or are you going to sit there and pop them? Or snap at them? Or put them in the corner? Or discipline them? Are you going to keep forgiving them for doing the same thing that you told them not to do over and over and over and over again? No. You're going to sit there and probably lash out and pop them and sit there and punish them. Because disciplining your child for not listening is what a parent would do. So us as a people doing exactly what the Most High told us not to do are being punished. The Christian church is telling you if you continue to do the same sin over and over again, you'll be forgiven when you come to church and pray about it. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. That's not the case at all. You can only sit there and do so much to be like you dancing on the nerve. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You're dancing. You're tap dancing on a nerve that's super close to snapping. That's why we destroyed. That's why we're being punished. We sat there and disobeyed the Most High. So now we have to sit there and get back in the Most High's good graces. We're trying to do better than what we're doing now. I mean, right now, if you look to your right and to the left, you will see Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians in poverty, on drugs, strung out on alcohol, being abused, coming up missing, worked so hard they don't have time for themselves or their children. And it's not just the Black man, Hispanic, and Native American man going out and working and have to sit there and battle their boss every day and try their best not to snap and knock them out or do anything uncalled for. They still got to come home to a woman that's probably gunfighting, argue with him, and not be the pillar of rest that he needs. He's battling outside of the home and inside the home all day, every day. And now this brother is out there. He's lost. He's trying his best. He's at the bar. He's drinking, trying to vent his frustrations or drown his sorrows. And now he done turned to alcoholism. Coming into the ISUBK, we'll teach you how to battle that. We'll show you the right way to go about doing other things. You know what I'm saying? We'll teach you how to be a man and how to lead your household. We'll teach you everything. We'll teach you all the practical things that needed to be taught in your life for you to grow up. And so you won't be out there on drugs. So you won't be out there strung out on alcohol. So you won't be out there sleeping with harlots. So you won't be out there being wicked. We'll teach you how to be separate from everybody else. We'll teach you how to be a holy people again. Why? Because in Deuteronomy 7:6, it says, "For thou art an holy people." We are a separate people from everybody else. We are separate. We're not the same as Billy Bob up there at the dang on slave that you slave every day. It was supposed to be a 9 to 5. Now it's a 9 to midnight. I mean, now it's a 12-hour job. And then you got back-to-back days, no days off, no days of rest, and then you still go home and you battle. When are you going to get the rest that you need? Come here. Come into school. Come into a way of life and live again. Learn to be a man. Women, come in here and learn to be a woman. Learn to love yourself and your brothers and sisters, because that's what we are. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are brothers and sisters. And not in that sense as, we look at each other like you would sit there and call like your best friend, like your brother or your sister. Like, this is my brother right here, man. I've known this man for years. That's how you would look at it. You would sit there and call that man your brother, but that brother wouldn't sit there and give you the brotherhood that you need. We would give that to you. You come here, we'll show you brotherhood. We'll show you true sisterhood. We'll show you everything that you need to live. Again, it's always to live. Again, it says from the top, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. He chose you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, to be a special people unto himself. He didn't choose you to go ahead and do other things that he told you not to do. He didn't choose you so you could disobey him. He didn't choose you so you can sit there and be like, again, that's the same thing as saying disobeying. He didn't choose you to sit there and go against what he taught you. There's a reason why he chose you. And for you to, I want you to understand, so choosing you to be a special people unto himself is the same as, I know you don't want to hear it, but I know you got that favorite kid. I know you got favorite. Let's not talk about kids. Let's talk about something that you find as your favorite. Whether it's your cup that you use for your coffee in the morning, to your favorite pair of sneakers, to your favorite shirt, your favorite game, your favorite whatever. That's how the Most High is with you. He chose you to be separate from everything else. He's not going to treat you the same as he does everything else. The same way you're not going to treat whatever is your favorite thing or favorite object or favorite whatever as everything else. You're not going to treat it the same. You're going to treat it differently. You're going to treat it with care. You're going to be, it's something special to you. Like now, I still, like, my favorite thing is headphones. I love headphones. As you can tell, I love headphones. I collect them. And I like my headphones. I used to have at least 17 pairs of headphones for no reason. But that's something I liked. And out of those headphones, I still had one favorite pair of headphones. I never forget them. Somebody stole them. They were some wireless skull candies. You know what I'm saying? Those was my favorite. Just like it says, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. I chose those skull candy headphones as my favorite. And nobody could touch them. Nobody could see them. Nobody could do anything with them. Somebody asked me, hey, bro, you mind if I wear these headphones? I look at them like, these headphones here? These headphones. My headphones that you see that I like really much, very, very much. No. But I'll let you borrow these headphones over here that's equally as good. You can borrow these, but not those. That's the same thing as a special people. Like, you're special. You're something different. You're not the same as everything or everyone else. Let's see. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. I wish I had a globe for you to see. Got something for you. I'm not going to do that. So upon the face of the earth. So when you say the face of the earth, we're talking about the whole planet. You know what I'm saying? You're above all those people. Every nation that you see from one corner to the next. You're above all of them. You're set above everybody else. So it'll be the 12 tribes of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The 12 tribes of Israel. Because that's what we had. We had 12 different tribes, but we were one nation. The Israelites. Okay? And then you got everybody else underneath. everybody else. You're above everybody. But again, because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge, meaning we don't know who we are, we don't know our history, we don't know the laws, we don't know anything. We are not at the top right now, but we still are favored and loved by the Most High. We, as a people, that's special to the Most High. I hope you understand what I'm saying. We are special. We are different. We are not the same as everybody else. We are holy. Again, the word holy means to be separate. So, to be separate of everybody else. So we're going to drop this and get 2 Samuel. Let's see. 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 23. Again, he's so special. Nope. Salahi. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. I'm going to tell you like this. Again, we are not the same as everybody else. 2 Samuel is just going to go ahead and go a little further into it. So, let me go ahead and finish off what I had in Deuteronomy first. We got verse 7. Chapter 7, verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people. He didn't choose us because we were the majority of people. He didn't choose us because we were a larger race. For ye were the fewest of all people. And it's because we were the smallest in number. You know what I'm saying? That's why he chose us. He chose us because we were few in number. He didn't choose us because we was a great, super great number of a nation. We were a small nation of people, so he chose us to be special, to be different, and to be set aside from everybody else. To be holy. So, the book of 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. It says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people? Tell me, go out there and grab any other nation that's better than you. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You ain't going to be able to find anybody that's better than you. Even though we are in the lowest of the low, we still the best of the best. We will sit there and thrive in any condition. We will sit there and make anything look good. You know what I'm saying? We make poverty look so good that everybody else want to be like you. Everybody. The Japanese want to be like the Latinos. The white people, the so-called devils, our oppressors want to be like the Black, Hispanic, pretty much Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. They want to be us so bad. You got little Becky out there with cornrows. You got little Susie out there speaking like she from the hood. You got Let's see. You got Bob. You got Jason. You got all them other so-called devils out there trying to be you so much. And Black, Hispanic, and Native American, y'all want to be the oppressor so bad because of the attention that they are gathering or garnering or whatever you want to call it. You want to be them so bad, so you dye your hair blonde. You wear blue contacts. You're killing off your hair by pressing it, putting perms in it, and making it flat. Your hair is like a tree. It's like the leaves of a tree. It's beautiful when it's out. It's to the point where if you was to walk down the street with your afro, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, I'm gonna tell you like this: Hispanic and Native American people, y'all hair can be like the blacks, the so-called black people. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic people, I know when y'all hair get wet, it gets poofy and curly. Native Americans, you got to sit there and brush it and constantly do other things so you can go ahead and braid it into a straight braid. It'll still, when you take it down, it'll still be poofy and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I should know because I'm Native American. And right now, my hair is the same. It's like wool. Like right now, I'm trying to make sure that my hair doesn't stick up through the top of this dang headpiece I got. Because trust and believe, it wants to. It wants to be out. It does. Like if you don't restrain your hair will be out everywhere. But we want to be like our oppressor so bad. We sit there and destroy it. It's crazy. But it says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people? Even like Israel. Or even like Yasharallah, which is Israel in English. Whom God went to redeem for a people to himself. This is just reconfirming and bigging up the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's still sitting there telling you that we are the Most High's favorite people, his chosen people, his special people, his holy people. You know what I'm saying? It's telling you, like, look, who's out there like you? Who's out there like a black, Hispanic, and Native American? There's nobody out there. When people see you, you turn heads. Here in Isupk, I've noticed, like, if we was to sit there and do what we're doing, we're following the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave us. We turn heads everywhere we go. You sit there and see us out there in our war garments, sitting there speaking on the streets. You see us walking down the street. You see brothers wearing their cover, or you see them wearing their clothes, like they garments for Sabbath service or whatever. They turn their head and look at you. They stare at you. You become eye candy to these dang old people. And I'm telling you now, the more you see, the more they see, the more they want to be. Sitting on the bus, I had fringes on. I had my garment with my fringes, and on my pants, my boots, my headpiece, and I'm sitting there, and I'm on the bus, just going to class or something. Just going to class, or I was on my way to class. 4 people, man. You make that yourself, or? Bro, who did that for you? Where can I get that garment? I mean, where can I get something made like that? How do I get like that, man? And you know, I answer them the same way every time. You come into the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and you can sit there and order your garments from any brother or sister that makes them. You know what I'm saying? You can order them and they will be made for you. It's not that hard. It's just apparel. It's just garments that you could wear. I was like, come into the school. Right now, we got a brother that be over there making garments like it ain't no tomorrow. And they be the sickest garments you ever see. We got another brother, our captain out here. He makes some of the dopest headpieces and armbands that you will ever see. He does real amazing leather work. We got another craftsman that be making stuff out of metals. A solid brother. All you got to do is just come into the school and you'll find anything that you need. We got sisters out there throwing down on food. We got sisters making their garments for their husbands. We got sisters doing things for the school as well. But the main ones that you want, when y'all see the garments that we wear, go ahead, come talk to us. Come into the school and come talk to the brothers. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Let's slide here. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so again, we in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. And it says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible, for thy land, before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. It's saying, what other nation out there that the Most High saved from slavery? Because Egypt or bondage, those are things to say, those are ways of saying slavery. You know what I'm saying? He redeemed you, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Like you are, and it says in 24, for thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. He's not saying that you're going to be a special people unto him just for a short period of time. He's saying that you're going to be a special people unto him for a long time. It's going to be forever. It's not just going to be for a few hundred years, few thousand years. It's just going to be, it's going to be forever. Again, it's not because you are a large number of people. It's because you are the fewest. And because of that, we are the best of the best. Even in the times of low, we are still the best. And thou, Lord, art become their God. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is our God because he chose us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you like this. He gave us a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see. In the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Again, this Bible is not for anybody else but you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The school The ISUPK is not for anybody else but you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Again, you are so-called because we were not called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We were called Israelites. We had 12 tribes that each tribe represent, each person in each tribe represented. You know what I'm saying? We had different ones. We had Judah, we had Manasseh, we had Reuben, we had Gad, we had Zephaniah, not Zephaniah, good name. Zabalawan, Salahi. One second. We had them all. We had all 12 nations, 12 tribes of people. You can find the 12 tribes chart on our website. It's like something fell over. I had to fix that right quick. It's 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you like this. Each tribe had a nation of people that y'all call different nations. When in fact they were all the same. I was giving you just the Hebrew names. You got Judah, which is the so-called Negroes. You got Benjamin, the West Indians. Levi, which is the Haitians. Excuse me. You got the tribe of Simeon, which is the so-called Dominicans. Zebulun, which is Guatemala to Panama. You got Ephraim, which is the Puerto Ricans, the so-called Puerto Ricans. You got Manasseh, which is Cubans. You got the tribe of Gad, which is the Native American Indians. And then you got Reuben, which is the Seminole Indians. You got Asher, which is Colombia to Uruguay. I believe I am butchering that so bad. Salahi. And then you got Naphtali from Argentina to Chile. And then you got Isupk, which is the so-called Mexicans. You got 12 tribes. Y'all call them different nations, but they were all one nation, which is the Israelites. And so if you was to ask any brother their name in the school, they will give you their Hebrew name, what tribe they're from, and then Yasharallah. Okay? So if you was to ask me what my name is Kala Bangad Ban Yasharallah, which means in English, his armor, son of a Native American, well, son of Gad is son of Native American, son of Israel. That's my name in English. So we go by our name, the tribe we're from, and Yasharallah, which is Israel. Every last one. For the sisters, it'll be Ba Yasharallah at the end. We have everything that we have to go by. You know what I'm saying? We have all types of stuff. But there are people out there in the world, the so-called different, not the names of the Hebrews, the Hebrew Israelites, it's like it. The 12 tribes, they don't know their Hebrew lineage. They don't know which tribe they came from in the Hebrew, but they do know that they are Negroes, they are West Indians, they're Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemala to Panama. They got Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Native Americans, Seminole, Colombia to Uruguay. And then you got Argentina to Chile and Mexicans. That's what they believe themselves to be. And we have our own nations. Our own names that we go by. But there is no other nation out there like us. And it says in the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24, it says, "But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." So the Israelites, those 12 tribes that I've just mentioned several times throughout the class, from beginning to the end, I want you to understand that we ain't here but unto them people. We're not here for any other nation or other people. We only here for the Israelites. We only teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you know, I'm proud to say that. I'm happy to say it. Because I see brothers and sisters out there that need help. And as a people that is not loved or wanted by anybody else, seeing other people that's the same as me, that got the same skin complexion as me, saying that they are here for me and I'm wanted, that was the best news I've ever heard. I always sat there and thought, just because my skin tone is a lot different from yours, I got to be treated different. I got to figure out a way for me to be accepted by everybody else. But me and on my own and myself, like, man, forget everybody. And then I found the school. Again, I could give you many stories. And then finding the school. Either way it go, when you find the school and when you sit there and finally come into class and pay attention and listen to what they tell you, you were like, dang, this is where I really need to be. Dang, so you mean to tell me that the Christ that they got us worshiping in the church is not our Christ? You mean to tell me our God is black? You mean to tell me the most powerful man is a black man? You mean to tell me we have our own God? We are our own people. We have our own people, a nation of people that actually cares and wants us to be together. We even follow the law. The law says in Zephaniah that we need to gather together. And so that'll be Zephaniah 2:1. Gather together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. As a nation, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are not desired by anybody else. We, black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians in the school, we rock this, which is a Maganda Wada. This is a signet. This is King David's signet. Okay? It's a shield, not a star. So, in Hebrew, King David's name was Dawada. So Dawada will be a triangle. And then, let's see. Let me just do it this way. This is how you would spell his name. This is Da-wa-da. You know what I'm saying? And what he did was just took the two does and stacked them on each other and made a signature. Just like you got your own way of signing your name, that's how he did his. So it came out, ignore the line. It came out like this. You know what I'm saying? It came out like, as everybody in the world calls it, a star. But it's called a shield. It's called a Magun Dawada, the shield of David. But yeah. So, wait, where was I going with this? Again. We was talking about gathering together, O nation not desired. There is no nation out there that's more undesirable than the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the most hated people out on this planet. Once we come to understand that not everybody else is out there to be our friends or family. Only by coming into the school and finding out who we are, we will start to get a true understanding of who we are supposed to be. And I'm going to tell you like this. Even us, the so-called blacks, even us, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is not here but unto the lost sheep of Israel, the house of Israel. I'm going to tell you like, so we as a people are holy people. We have our own laws. We have our own everything. We have dietary laws, the way to dress, the way to bathe, the way to keep ourselves in upkeep. We have laws on everything. Because if we followed the law, statutes, and commandments, we would be perfect. And people out there sit there and say, I'm human, I'm not perfect. Or like I was just talking to a family member and she said that you can't be perfect when the scriptures say otherwise. It's mad crazy because I had to break it down for her to understand it completely. I was like, the scriptures say, be ye therefore perfect. Which is in the book of Matthew, chapter 5. Phone call is. There we go. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. It said it's the last one in the chapter 5 of Matthew. Okay, let's close that out. Decided wanted to cut off on me in the middle of me looking up something. That's mad crazy. Everything that's technical is going haywire today. It doesn't want me to teach anything. It doesn't want me to sit there and bring out the stuff that I should be bringing out for you. So, okay, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. It says, be ye therefore perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. My family member said that you can't be perfect. And I brought this out. I was like, the scriptures say, be ye therefore perfect. So how do you be perfect? It says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. And he gave us the start of it all, which is, you can go ahead and find that. Like, so Matthew 22 and 36. It's be ye therefore perfect. I had to break this down for it. So I was like, how do you be perfect? If you sit there and tell me that you can't be perfect, humans are not perfect, but the scriptures sit there and say, be ye therefore perfect, like your Father in heaven is perfect. And the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36, it says, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, it's like, for those who doesn't know, Yahushua is Jesus in the Hebrew. It said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. 38, this is the first and great commandment. 39, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So, where it says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, I'm going to go ahead and explain, because I just sat there and said, be ye therefore perfect. And you can start off by following these two great commandments. Loving the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. So, love the Lord with everything that you are, everything that you have. If you go to 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3, and it says, again, this is the love of God. You know what I'm saying? And this is another way to be perfect in all things. The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. So keeping his commandments is how we be perfect. Be ye therefore perfect in all things. You know what I'm saying? You have to follow and keep all of his commandments, because this is the love of the Most High. And his commandments are not grievous. His commandments are not hard. That's what grievous means. Grievous means hard. They're not grievous. They're not hard to do. They're not difficult to keep. And that was the first of the commandments, right? The second, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And again, to love the Most High is to keep his commandments and to do them. So for you to love your brother or your sister out there in the world is to show them how to keep the Most High's commandments. That's how you love your brothers. That's how you love your sisters. This is how you become perfect. You sit there and observe and do the commandments and teach them to the ones that don't know. That's what we do in the Isupk. We teach the commandments. We teach the law to the people that don't know anything. For those that are, in the book of Hosea 4 and 6, destroyed for lack of knowledge. We are giving you the knowledge for you to live, for you not to be destroyed. If you want your life to go ahead and turn right and stop being messed up in the way it is, come into the Isupk. Ask your questions. Get the answers that you need. Not telling you to blindly follow. I want you to ask your questions, learn so you'll know. That's what you have to do. You have to ask questions for you to understand things. You have to ask questions so you can better yourself as a brother or a sister. If you don't know something, how are you supposed to figure it out? You got to ask questions. And remember this, there are no wrong questions. There are no stupid questions. Ask your questions. They will get answered. You know what I'm saying? Always ask questions. Shalami al-Shamar al-Thaba Shami al-Shah Shalaki, I got your message a little late, sis. How you doing? Most High in Christ checking in. Let's see. But he gave us, these are the greatest commandments, the love of God. And then you can go ahead and get Mark chapter 12 and verse 30. Yeah, let's go up to 28. It says, and one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together, and perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all? And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel. Again, it's not talking to everybody. He said, hear, O Israel. Again, we're not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Again, these are all one people, one nation. And that nation is of 12 tribes of people that are scattered throughout the planet. And they're lost and destroyed. The Lord our God is one Lord. He's telling you the Lord our God is only one. There is no multiple ones that we follow. 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. It's just reiterating on what was going on in Matthew 22, 36 through 39. And I've already explained to you what love is according to the scripture in 1 John 5 and 3. The love of God is to keep his commandments. You have to do this with all of your being, all of your might, all of everything that you are. And that is to observe and do the commandments that he has bestowed upon you. And teach them to your kids. So they can grow up in the same way. So they can be perfect. 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. When it's saying thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, just like you are following the law, statutes, and commandments, you should be teaching your brother and sisters the law, statutes, and commandments. Teach them the ways to go. Show them by doing it yourself. You show them by being the example that they need to follow. I'll tell you like this. Come into the house, they see that you don't smoke. They see that you don't eat pork. They see that you don't sit there and have all types of stupid stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? That you doing things that the Lord has had you do. Observing a righteous high holy day. Not observing the pagan holidays that's out there right now. Like Christmas that's coming up in, what today is? In 5 days. In 5 days. They got this pagan holiday called Christmas. You're going to go out there and spend all your money on these bad little kids for one day of happiness for them. And you could be just buying this stuff throughout the year instead of going broke all at once and can barely keep up with the rent, barely pay your light bill, barely pay anything. You know what I'm saying? And then your kids are sitting there, they expecting you to get something and you get them something different. Now they upset. Oh, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong, Billy? What's wrong? And ain't nothing. When in your heart, your mind of minds, your heart of hearts, you already know they mad because you didn't get them what they wanted. They wanted the new PS5. You got them a PS4. You got them, they wanted the brand new J's that came out. Got them some Pumas. They wanted the new clothing trend that's going around. You got them something else. Something equally as good looking, but it's not the same as the name brand stuff that they want. Let's see. Let me get 1 John 4:20. Let's see. All right, let's do this. The book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? Meaning, if you see a brother out there struggling and living out on the streets and you sit there and you ignore this brother, this is what the Christian church teaches you. Because they do it. They close their doors, especially when that pandemic was going around. Oh, they lost all their healing powers then. You know what I'm saying? Nah, so they sat there and closed their doors and they wasn't doing what they said that they were going to do for the people. We out there, the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we come out in the dead of cold to give clothing to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We come out and we make sure that our people can survive a brutal winter. We make sure our people can sit there and have something to eat in their bellies. We have clothing drives, food drives throughout the nation, feeding black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. There's no one out there doing the same. But we have people that sit there and say that they love God, but they hate that brother. They don't want to show love to that brother that's out there living on the street in front of the church. They want them to move along, go find them something else to do. In their mind, they sat there and probably said something along the lines of, you need to be getting a job instead of trying to panhandle. Don't even know anybody's situation and everything that's going on with them. If I have something and I see a brother doing it lower than me, I give him the last that I have. I've done it before. All I had was $2. Here, man. You have it. You sure? Yeah, you can have it, man. Because I know that you probably need it way more than I. That's just how we are. We give what we have to those in need. Salakia. Turn this phone on mute. But yeah, so what in the world? Oh my. It's like it's crazy because again, we got the Christian church out there with the pastor sitting there saying that they love the Most High, but they can't sit there and and open up their church doors and let the homeless people come in there and get warmth and shelter and all that stuff from the cold. They don't do the same things that they say that they do. They don't love their people like we do. We're going to go ahead and drop that and get Matthew chapter 15, verse 8. And it says, and this is talking about how what the Christian church is doing and everything, pretty much. It's like, let me go ahead and read the scripture first. The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8, it says, "This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth." They sit there and come into the church and they sit there and say that they love God. They praise the Most High. They you know what I'm saying? They praise the Most High. They love God and they follow what He say. But they sit there and go out and sin and still come back in on Sunday. Throughout the week, they do other things and come back Sunday to praise the Most High and say, "Hey, I love God. I know Him. He knows me." They're honoring the Most High with their mouths. They're singing to the Lord. They're sitting there saying the scriptures, but they're not following them. And it says, "And honoreth me with their lips." Again, they sitting there saying, "Hey, praise be to the Most High. We follow you, lift you up. We love you. We know you. You know us." But their heart is far from me. 9. But in vain they do worship me. Again, this is the Christian church. They have church every Sunday. You go in and you sit there and you have your choir and then your music show and everything, because that's pretty much what a Christian church is. It's all about the music. It's not about the Bible. It's not about doing what the Most High wants us to do. You go in for song and dance and ask for forgiveness for things that you know is wrong. That's what the Sunday church is about. Every Sunday you go to church, you don't learn nothing. You're about as dumb as you was when you first walked into that church. You don't come out smarter. You don't come out more lively. You go in there with a hangover because of the club that you was just in last night, watching some married woman shaking her behind all up on you. And you go into the church and you sit there and get on your knees. You get down on your knees, which is weird. Why would you be getting down on your knees to pray to the Most High? There's a way to pray to the Most High, and that's not it. The way you pray to the Most High is you go into your own dwellings or you go into a place. I'll get the scripture. I just have to get the scripture, yo. You go in a Christian church, you go all the way up to the altar. You get down on your knees and put your hands together like this. Close your eyes and go. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there talking to yourself and the demons that's on you. That's all you're doing. Book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 5. It says, this is in red, so this is Christ speaking. This is Yahushua speaking to you. In the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 5, it says, and when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Yeah, this is the Christian church. You go in, you walk down the aisles, and then you go to the front so everybody can see that you are going down there to pray. When it says, don't be like the hypocrites, don't be like them. Don't go down there and be praying in front of everybody just so you can be seen praying. You know what I'm saying? Don't go down there, kneel down on your knees and get on the altar, put your head, bow your head and close your eyes and start sitting there saying words of praise from your mouth when you still have wickedness in your heart. In your mind, you're still sitting there thinking wicked thoughts about how you're going to go out there and get more money and sit there and destroy your people even more. It says, verily I say unto you, they have their reward. It's being noted. It's being seen how people are going down there to pray in vain. It's being seen how people are going there just to be seen instead of being heard. You know what I'm saying? It says in verse 6, but thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, so go into a place by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go where you're not seen by that whole crowd of men. You go and pray. You go into a place where you can be alone and pray. Or if you're praying with your brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like we do in the school on Sabbath, we sit there and we're in the class and we do our prayers. We throw up prayers first before class. Pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. This is them going in to pray for the same thing that they just sat there and prayed about last week. They sat there and prayed for forgiveness and still go out and do the same thing that they was just doing. Same thing that they're praying for forgiveness about. Going in there like, hey, Lord, I know I messed up this week, but please forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So what we should be doing, verse 8, but not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of, before ye ask him. 9, after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as earth it is in heaven. It's giving you the Lord's Prayer. So the way to pray, men should be praying with their head uncovered. Women should be praying with their head covered. They come into a place of note where nobody is seen. Or you can be with the brothers and sisters that's in the school. You go in and you turn and face east. and you pray to the Most High. You turn and face east and pray. You don't go in, walk all the way down to the altar, and you get down on your knees and start praying. Pray because you need to pray. Don't pray just so you can be seen praying. So we're going to go back to Matthew chapter 15, verse 8. The people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. 10. And he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand. 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. What you say is what defiles you. Not what you sitting there eating and everything, you know what I'm saying? You sit there and defile yourself by going down there into the Christian church, walking down to the bottom of the altar in front of the whole entire Christian church. And you get down on your knees while they sit there and still do their praise and dance and they worship and song. Because it ain't nothing but a concert going on. That's all the Christian church is. It's a big concert that you're paying for throughout the whole entire session. You go in, the first thing that they do is they pass the collection plate around. They sit there and you got tithes, you got offerings, you got donations, you got a second tithes, then you got another set a round of offerings because of those people that just came in and didn't get the offerings the first time. And you still sit there and drop in $1 or $2, and you still drop in more money. And then you leave, you come back, and you do it all over again for the same things that you just did last week. You sitting there asking for forgiveness because you know selling drugs is bad. But you go out and you do it throughout the week. You come in, you pray, and you ask for forgiveness for being a harlot. But you go out and you do it all over again and come back and say the same thing. You pray and ask the Most High for forgiveness for killing or unaliving your brothers and your sisters. But you go what? You go right back out and you do it all over again. You sit there and do that by word of mouth. You're only sitting there praising and worshiping him through mouth alone, by your lips, by what you say. But in your mind, you still don't sit there and do what the Most High wants you to do. You still, in your mind, you still hate your brother. You go out and you still do the same things over and over and over again. It says, the people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Their heart is far from what they really need to be doing. And again, you know what the love of God is. I just gave it to you in the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3, where it says, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. That is the love of God. That is how you honor the Most High. That is what we should be doing as a people. You know what I'm saying? And those who hate their brother, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and get Leviticus chapter 19 and 17. Again, you go into the church on Sundays and praise and worship and ask for forgiveness for unaliving your brothers and sisters out there. But then you still come into the church next week and ask for the same forgiveness and go right back out and do the same thing all over again. But I'm going to tell you like this. Those people hate their brothers. They have nothing but hatred in their heart. They don't have the love of the Most High in them. You know what I'm saying? The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. And it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You shouldn't be hating your brother. You shouldn't be wanting to unalive a brother just because. Or period, point blank. Because the scriptures say that thou shalt not kill. It's several times throughout the scripture. Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. It's like 4 times. I believe it's like 4 times. Thou shalt not kill. You got it in Exodus 20 and 13, thou shalt not kill. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Matthew chapter 5, 21, thou shalt not kill. It's throughout the Bible. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? It's mad crazy. You can find it several times. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. It had to be said so many times because people are not getting it through their head, through their heart. Because your mind right there, your mind is your heart. Your heart is your mind. This right here is just the organ that pumps and makes blood flow throughout your body. Your mind is what makes you think, what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you unique, makes you who you are. Let's go ahead and get the book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. And it says in the book of 1 John chapter 4, verse 20, if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. To hate your brother is to sit there and not show him the right way to go. Not give him the same love that was given to you. Not showing him the right path to take. Or if you see that brother out there struggling, you sit there and have hatred in your heart for him. You sit there and think in your mind like the world would be a better place without this kind of person, this kind of things out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the hatred in your heart. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, again, this is like the Christian church. You see these brothers and sisters out there struggling. You see these brothers and sisters out there needing clothes and food and stuff. But you're not doing anything about it. You're sitting there behind closed doors, sitting there taking the people's money and spending it on yourself. It's mad crazy. Let's see. Salakia. I'm gonna tell you like this. They made 800 billion in 10 years. The black Christian churches have made $800 billion in 10 years. With that money, you could have helped the people. You could have started a project for people that's homeless, black, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's homeless. You can give them a place of rest. You can help them get back on their feet. You could have fixed the water situation that's going on in Flint, Michigan. You could sit there and help other people come out of poverty. You can sit there and give back to the people. What's going on? Where is this $800 billion that the black Christian church has raised, apparently, in 10 years? There's a lot of stuff that you could have did. You could have did a lot of stuff. You could have separated us back into our own so we could thrive on our own. Start up a place where, like, black-owned businesses sit there and black-owned projects. Like, not projects. Let's not call it the projects. Let's call it like apartments and stuff for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans so they won't be out on the street homeless. You could have did a whole bunch of stuff with that money. But no, you didn't want to do that. I don't know what you're doing with this money. But it dang sure ain't helping the black, Hispanic, and Native American people out. Only people that is doing that, again, is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General Yohana, which has been around since 1969, teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who they are according to the scripture. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. No, that's not where I was at. 1 John. Let me make sure. All right. Again, you have hatred for your brothers and sisters out there on the street. You ain't opening up your doors to help them out. You're not doing anything. What good are you? What is the usage of the black church besides to corrupt our people even further than what they already are? Make them far more destroyed than what they already are. There is no reason for the black church. There's no reason for Catholicism. There's no other reason to have all this other stuff to sit there and destroy and corrupt our people even more than what they already is. I'm going to go ahead and get the book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 15. And it says, oh wait, did we finish? We can go back to that after this. 1 John chapter 3, verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. That brother that you've seen out there struggling in the cold and asking for people to help them for food. Or you sit there and not like that brother because of what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? Or what's going on and you don't even know what's wrong with the brother, but you don't like him anyway. Having hatred for that brother. You are a murderer. Instead of you loving your brothers and your sisters, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the love of the Most High is to keep his commandments and teach them. That is the love of the Most High. That should be the love of you. You should be perfect in all things. Be ye therefore perfect, like your Father in heaven is perfect. And the only way to be perfect is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and teaching the law, statutes, and commandments to those Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. But you hate your brother, so therefore you're a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. Again, there's no usage for you, Black Christian church. There's no usage for the Catholic Church besides giving your buildings to the UPK. Giving that up. So we can go ahead and convert it into a school so we can teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20, and it says, if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen? How can you sit there and say you love the Most High, but you hate him? How can you sit there and say, I love God, but don't want to sit there and show love to your own people? That means you are a liar. And you don't, and a liar and a murderer, and an eternal life is not in you. Let me go ahead and get the conclusion. We're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Shalom, Adawan. I'm going on 2 now. I got like 3 minutes left. Okay, sir. This is my last scripture, and then I was going to go ahead and do the announcements like I always do. Okay. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. And this is the conclusion. We're going to get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That is our job as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. In the school is to fear God, keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? This is what we should be doing as a people. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and go over the security announcements. This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. The ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation to school, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment in Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashra, it means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. You give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, it's a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like would be appreciated. The next upcoming holy convocation would be the Feast of Purim, which would be Salakia. That's crazy. I just had this up. Do you, by any chance, know what day the Feast of Purim is, sir? That's like I got it. The Feast of Purim, which is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which is Thursday, the 22nd of February, and Friday, the 23rd of February, 2024. You can find it in Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pants, headband, and or scarf. And with that, shalom.